Hello and welcome to this new video on my YouTube channel. My name is Lucas, I'm from Knife Art, and today we are going to talk about my visit at Echizen. Echizen is maybe the most famous knife city in Japan, at least the one where most of the knives I sell come from, so I was really excited to go there. And I was there with my supplier one whole day and he took me to all the fancy places. I shot a lot of videos, so I'm going to divide this video into two parts. This week I'm going to tell you about my general experience and what I learned in Echizen, and next week you're going to see the makers at work and how the Echizen knives are produced. Last week you already saw Ogata-san. I really hope you enjoyed this video. In case you didn't see it yet, please check my YouTube channel. I think that's enough to start with, so let's dive right into Echizen. And the first thing I can tell you is that I was actually quite surprised to hear that Echizen is not only the Takefu knife village, but there are like two different clusters, which is Takefu and Echizen Uchihamono. And of course there are also some other makers. For example, Ogata, you saw last week, has his own workshop away from those two places. But yeah, they're basically two places. The first place I went to was the Takefu knife village, so let's also start with this one. I'm quite sure you know this place from all the famous makers such as Shiro Kamo, Yoshihiro Yaoji, Takumi Ikeda, and of course Yukurosaki and Yoshimi Kato. They all share one workshop there, so it's a big factory. However, Yoshimi Kato and Yukurosaki both have their own workshops where they do like more specific things. But the forging is still done at Takefu. They also have a big shop there, which is the place where I went first. So you can have a look at a lot of different knives and yeah, choose the one you like most. And even I recognized some knives that I didn't know before. After that, I already placed an order. So stay tuned. Maybe in the next months or years, there will be more knives coming from Echizen. In the factory store, they also have like an open factory where visitors can watch people making knives, and I really can recommend that. And if you want to go there, I recommend getting a taxi voucher at the train station, so you can take the taxi for I think 500 yen. That's just as a side note. But yeah, it was interesting and it was definitely worth a trip. But the most interesting or the best part for me was of course visiting the actual factory. I'm really thankful that all the blacksmiths invited me there, so thanks a lot for showing me your work. Also, I'm quite happy that Shiro Kamo joined me for lunch together with my supplier, so we had sushi together, talked a little bit about knives and just had a great time. After that we went back to Takefu and Shiro Kamo showed me how he forges his knives. This is something you will see next week. After Takefu, I went to Ogata-san, whom you already saw in last week's video, so I'm gonna skip this part here. And after that, we went to Echizen Uchihamono, which is the second big knife cluster of the city. You might know that one from makers such as Takeshi Saji, Nao Yamamoto, Takamura, or Ryosen. And also the handle maker Yamaken is located there. That is maybe not so popular, but basically provides handles for all the knives from Echizen, or at least most of them. I'm going to show you the process of handle making in 2 weeks. For this week we are focusing on the knife makers, and the first one I visited in Echizen Uchihamono is Takeshi Saji. He was kind enough to show me his workshop, although most of the machines were shut down already because it was kind of late. But still, I saw how the knives are polished, I saw how the final grind is made, and he showed me his showroom with a lot of different knife handles and blade materials. So thanks a lot Saji-san for showing me your workshop. And after that I went to Nao Yamamoto, who also showed me his workshop, but yeah, he already shut everything down because he was about to leave. Still, it was kind of interesting and we made a pretty funny picture. In case one of you is wondering, after seeing all the pictures I showed you so far, I'm 1.98 m, so it's always quite funny to meet with the makers that are usually a little bit smaller than me. This is all I'm going to show you about Echizen in this video. It wasn't the best timing for me, so I wasn't able to shoot so many videos. Still, I learned a lot about the materials, the steel, also the personalities of the makers, which was really interesting for me. So I think it helped me a lot to be better to advise you guys which knife you should get. So in case you need any recommendations, just hit me up and I'm really happy to help you out. During my time in Echizen, I of course also learned many things, and the biggest learning I want to share with you guys. So at first I thought that all the makers might be somehow competition and more divided, especially in the two clusters, but it turned out that they actually have a great unity. So I quite often heard, oh, someone learned with another person from another cluster, or they were helping out each other with grinding, with doing handle work, with many different things. And it's also the little things, for example, like Saji-san wearing the macaque apron from Kato-san. So after all, they just help out each other. I thought a lot why that would be the case, and I think it's the case because they have so many back orders and so much work to do that they can't really afford to work against each other, but need to help each other and support each other in order to grow. Of course, not every industry is like that, but still I think we should take that as an example and just start working together, helping each other, and I think that this will pay out in the long term. Well, that's it with today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like, please subscribe to this channel and subscribe to my email list that is linked in the video description below. Other than that, I'm gonna see you in next week's video when we're talking about Echizen's knife making itself. And I wish you a nice day.